Welcome back to Boring Reviews.
Boring land.
Oh, just kidding.
Blasphemer! Hello,
right.
Boring Review Nation!
Kind of pointless.
We know all things.
All right, welcome back to Boring Reviews. Italian Stallion here.
Forest Green here.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Come on, don't leave me hanging. Yeah, all right. So we are here once again for another reaction, and this video request, the request for this reaction was given to us years ago. And I kind of happened upon it because I was looking at an old video for a different reason. Van Wilder, what's up, Van Wilder? If you're watching this, appreciate your support. He was asking me, what do you guys say in your introduction, right? And so I went, Gabe says blasphemer, so he wasn't too sure about what the words was saying because it says so fast. Anyways, long story short, I went to a video, our top 10 movies of 2019, I think it was, where I tell him this is the video that phrase originated from. And right there in the comment section was this request. So I know you didn't care about that story, but I thought it was pretty interesting. Kind of like that wormhole, whatever you want to say to get here. What are we looking at today, Jody?
10 plus surprising facts about APJ Abdul Kalam.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I think that sounds pretty good.
Why do you make me say names?
Now, typically I would do more research on the person we're watching this, but it's going to give us 10 facts, surprising facts, so this or that. He was the 11th president for India. Okay. From 2002 to 2007 is when he served. And this is a video that once this request came, that I saw the request recently, I noticed a lot of people have done this. So this is actually a big, highly reacted video that we are very late to the party on. But we're going to learn about Abdul Kalam. If you like anything about our reaction here today, please don't forget to
like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're aware of our next uploaded videos.
Don't know why I snapped, but I did. All right, let's check this out. How dare you? Now, dream is not that you see and sleep. Dream is something that does not let you sleep. Ooh. Ambition, motivation.
In this episode, we're taking a look at one of the greatest heroes to all, if not most, Indians, more popularly known simply as APJ Abdul Kalam, a man who came from humble beginnings and rose up as the leader of a nation. What's happening, everybody? My name is Leroy Kenton. Welcome back to another episode of FTD Facts, and throughout this video, I'll be referring to APJ Abdul Kalam most times as Dr. APJ, and he's literally our most requested topic right now. Like, we have pages of requests from people asking us to do a video on Dr. APJ. People like Jahid Gul, Shivam Kumar, Josh Gamer MC, Tech Hub MEA, Jeshwant Reddy, Manu Dwivedi, Kanishk Rawat, Young Homie, Anurag Dubey, and Pal Piali. And that is just a few of you guys. Now, before we officially begin with this video, I want to ask you guys, what or who inspires you? Beginning with the early life of Dr. APJ, APJ Abdul Kalam was born on the 15th of October in 1931 in British India. He was born in a region that is now called Tamil Nadu. In his early years, Dr. APJ spent a lot of his time studying mathematics, which led to a fulfilling career as a scientist. He came up from a poor background, and he actually had to start working at a very early age just to supplement their family's income. For work, he distributed newspapers after school, and his father, Janulabdin, had no schooling at all. However, he did own a ferry, and he took Hindu pilgrims back and forth between Dhanuskodi and his hometown of Rameswaram, Tamil Nadu. Dr. APJ attended the Madras Institute of Technology and graduated in the year 1960. After that, he joined the Aeronautical Development Establishment of the Defense Research and Development Organization, or in short, the DRDO, and then following that, in the year 1969, he was transferred to work for the ISRO, and that is the Indian Space Research Organization. Now, from there, that is when his whole career skyrocketed. He was the project director of India's first satellite launch vehicle, the SLV-3, which had successfully deployed the Rohini satellite in near-Earth orbit on July 1980. He was heavily involved in India's military missile developments, and for that, Dr. APJ was nicknamed the Missile Man. And yeah, he really earned this name because of his work in the development of ballistic missiles and launch vehicle technology. I mean, this guy was like a gifted, talented genius. So why is this development so important in terms of ballistic missiles? Well, it gave India another tool that allowed them to have a great tactical advantage rather than using the standard cruise missiles. The main advantage is that ballistic missiles can fly above the atmosphere and travel very quickly. Just to give you an idea, a target at 10,000 kilometers away would be hit in 30 minutes. Because of the efforts of Dr. APJ, India's Pokhran 2 nuclear tests in 1998 were advanced much more quickly as well. Because you see, the previous nuclear test that was done by India was back in the year 1974. So that's more than 20 years prior. As I mentioned before, he is just a natural gifted genius. So it's no surprise that he was a recipient of honorary doctorates from 40 universities. That's 40. Okay, and check this. His impact as a scientist was so great that in the country of Switzerland, May 26 is considered Science Day to commemorate Dr. APJ's visit to Switzerland. Wow, he even has a national day in another country based off of him. Now, there's so many other facets to his career as a scientist, but I want to quickly touch on his career in politics. Dr. APJ served as the 11th president of India. He won the 2002 presidential election, and he was in office from the 25th of July 2002 to the 25th of July 2007. And because of his humble attitude and demeanor, he also earned another nickname, the People's President. But surprisingly to me, and I'm sure to many others as well, although he achieved so much, Dr. APJ was never married. At the presidential residence, the Rashtrapati Bhavan, his hairstylist Ahmed asked him why he never got married, and his response was this: "I was married. I was married to the missile." And that was just solid confirmation that Dr. APJ was committed to serving his nation. Everyone on this planet has a different calling, and for Dr. APJ, it was advancing his country. Now, APJ Abdul Kalam didn't just love his work. He was a great lover of poetry, most specifically Tamil poetry. He could play the veena, as well as he could recite the Quran and the Bhagavad Gita, as well as he knew the Holy Scriptures very well. The religion he did identify with, though, was Islam. Now, we can't fit all the information about his life in just one video, but I do recommend his autobiography that was written. It's called Wings of Fire. It was first published in English, but has since then been translated into more than 13 languages. He was a prolific writer and wrote about 15 books. The subject matters on those books range from nuclear physics to his spiritual experiences. You can clearly see why this man was and still is an inspiration to many people. And I haven't even touched on the amount of awards that he received. In the year 1997, he received the Bharat Ratna, which is the highest civilian award in the country of India, as well as here are some of the other awards that he's won. But sadly, all great things do come to an end in this life. While delivering a lecture at the Indian Institute of Management, Dr. APJ collapsed and died from apparent cardiac arrest on the 27th of July 2015. He was 83 years old at the time. But his legacy will continue to live on in the hearts and minds of many people, as well as through his writings and videos made after him. The life of Dr. APJ even inspired one Hindi film. The movie was called I Am Kalam. In it, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam is portrayed as an extremely positive influence to a poor boy named Chotu, who later on renames himself Kalam in honor of the man who inspired him. There are many ways that we can live our lives, and one of the main lessons that we can learn from the life of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam is that no matter how simple, poor, or insignificant you may be, with a burning desire and a strong hope and faith in what you believe in, fueled by genuine love, you can achieve great things. A symbol of hope and inspiration, not just to the people of India, but also to the rest of the world. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam's legacy will continue to live on for generations to come.
I can't imagine. Now it's gonna be very stupid to say this. I can't imagine that it was a hugely well-received film because I've never had that requested. But again, that's why it's a hugely stupid thing to say. It could be very, very successful. Not everything revolves around the world of boring reviews. But let us know if you've seen that film, I Am Kalam, and what you think about the young boy there. Reminds me of the boy from Tare. Oh man, I can't remember the rest of that movie title. Reminds me of that, but I'm not sure if it's the same actor. But very, very interesting. He was never married.
Yeah. And
we've met people that just don't want to get married, but usually it's people that just don't want to have kids that are open to marriage. And everyone's different. Everyone has their own personal things.
But here's the question. He was never married, but did he date? Like, did he have a girlfriend?
And you assume that, if you never married, you just never had a girlfriend. I'm sure
he had a girlfriend.
And maybe, and it would be interesting, I'm sure it's in the autobiography, right?
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to find out, you know, how many relationships just were too strained because of his commitment.
His work, yeah.
Like, I'm going to work.
Because it sounds like...
If you can't handle that, then bye.
If he's saying he was married to the missile, it sounds like it's kind of like one of these things of, yeah, like, this is my first priority.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The Missile Man.
Yeah.
I love that nickname.
And not very many people can be okay with that in the sense of being in a relationship. Like, you want to be that other person's number one. You know, they're your number one.
That. Sorry.
So, yeah. So I could easily see that as, like, had girlfriends or whatever, dated, but that was his number one.
And as scary and as sad as it is that he passed away giving a lecture, I mean, doesn't that just submit his commitment to education, to, you know, forwarding the human whatever?
83 years old and you're still giving lectures, like, that's pretty incredible. Your
last breath literally is giving information to, I think, students or whatever he said it was to there. Yeah, pretty cool. I've never heard of the man. He looks very familiar, so I've seen him somewhere here or there, pictures or whatever, but I've never heard of his name, so it was good to learn about him. I'm very jealous that he still had a full head of hair his entire life. He was rocking that, but seemed like a very, very nice guy. And
I love that he was humble. They said that he was like the people's president. To win that many awards and to have like your own holiday in another country, and not even if they didn't make it a holiday till like after he passed away.
In a different country.
The fact that he had that, that respect and that popularity to still be humble, that's pretty impressive. Most people would become a little egotistical.
And
like,
that
do you know who I am?
They focus, right? A lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And they focused on the science thing, right? Not that it's an aspiration of mine, but that'd be really cool if whatever someone wanted to donate, like movie day, dedicate movie day in the honor of the time that Nick came to there. It's never going to happen. But I just think it's cool that it's in the field that he has interest in, that he spent his entire life on.
I love it.
Very cool video. If you want us to check out some more videos from FTD Facts, please let us know by requesting that. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time.
Goodbye.